couple of anthems, and I tell you what, the English team are ready and the combined affiliated states boys are ready as well. Can't wait. As we mentioned, if you've just joined us, we're live from NIB Stadium, Perth, WA, Australia, where the English Rugby League team kick off their World Cup campaign against the combined affiliated states. The boys from Western Australia, Northern Territory, South Australia and Victoria. As I said, you're with James Sullivan, with me Don Bell, and down on the sideline, Zach Spear. How's the crowd building down there, Zach? Well, we can't see the crowd, but how's it looking?
Yeah, you can't see the crowd down there, Sully, but there's some good numbers starting to build. They're starting to pour in and kick off here. The Cass boys are absolutely firing.
Well, let's see how we go. The game, 4 20-minute quarters, 3-minute break from quarter time, a 12-minute half-time break. So that'll give all the teams just a little chance to roll into the game, Donny.
Yeah, it's
Stefan
Radford ready to get us underway. The Sutton blows the whistle. Referee Jared Sutton. So Radford puts the kick down. It goes down to Delane Edwards. It'll be Paul Jennings to bring it back. So Jennings from the Catherine Cowboys, he's put down on the first tackle. The play it back to Jeffrey. It goes across to Jordan Jacob at first receiver for the first run of the game. That's an interesting move.
The zip man of South Perth. He loves getting his hands on the ball though, Don. It could be an exciting clash to watch him tonight.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for him. There's not too many players that can get him to the ground first up, but I'd imagine England will, as the Cass boys come up with a mistake.
Dear.
The kick through for Gale. Gale will clean it up and score the first try. Well, that is not the start the combined affiliated states team wanted.
Well, at the end of the day, the English side was short on this left edge, and Andrew Jeffries and Delane Edwards thought we'll shift it out their back. Looks for Rodimer, and Rodimer's dropped it like a cold stone. And Luke Gale just says, that's too easy. Just runs 20 or 15 metres and scores.
Yeah, Leon Rodimer, he didn't have the happiest of nights on Monday night either. He was, I thought he was pretty ordinary, but being a bloke from the Northern Territory, they don't usually get conditions like that. I thought tonight might suit him a bit better, but not the start he would have wanted. All the Cass boys, but good start for Luke Gale. Cleans it up and a pretty easy try for him.
Oh, very much so. And Zach, as I said, they looked like they had them short on that left edge, didn't they?
Yeah, they did the hard work and created that extra man. Unfortunately, Rodimer wasn't able to ball to hand, but the line speed of England is just insane, Sully. They're moving up really fast off that line, creating that pressure.
Well, that will be the big difference, because I thought the combined affiliated states team on Monday night against, obviously WA, Samoa and PNG, that was their disappointing thing for me. Their line speed wasn't good enough. But this England side, Luke Gale gets his first opportunity in Australia to put the 2 points over and convert his own try.
He's about 10 in from touch. We'll have a pretty good view of it from up here in the box. Strikes it, coming around, hits the post. So we had the perfect view there, but unable to put that one over, and it's 4 points to nothing in favour of England early on.
Yeah, very early on, 2 minutes gone. England score 4 points to 0. Combined affiliated states. I'll say Cass, but I don't want to upset the English listeners thinking it might be Castleford.
It's just, I suppose, a little bit easier than saying combined affiliated states every time. It's just easier to shorten it, as Ben Taylor gets us underway, kicks it down to Gareth Widdop, and Chris Hill will be the man charged with bringing it back. He runs in towards Paul Jennings, and he's put down up towards the 20-metre line, just short of that mark. Hodgson at dummy half goes to James Graham.
Straight up. Make it here, Jared.
Again, trying to work him over on the ground a little bit harder. Well, just a hand on the ball there from Delane Edwards. And Jared Sutton wasn't having any of that.
Yeah, so I don't think Jared Sutton will put up with a lot. He's obviously an NRL referee, and a lot of people probably enjoy the one referee in this World Cup, Don. I think it's great.
Yeah, so one referee for the whole World Cup. A few slightly different rules for the World Cup compared to what people in the NRL might be used to. So no scrum clock or shot clock on the dropouts either.
Sammy Burgess takes a good run. We all know Sam Burgess here in WA very well, because he's a great visitor with the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Clear it now, Marcus.
And of course, pass it on. There's James Graham, gets up his first touch. Hodgson, very, very talented footballer out the back. It's a short pass. Who we got?
Well, dummy goes himself. And the try scored there by Elliot Whitehead next to the sticks. And a great little play. Ratchford involved heavily there. Actually, it was Gareth Widdop in the one. I'm
Yes.
so used to seeing Widdop in the 6, but he was in the one there through the pass that put Whitehead through the gap. And then, dummies, steps around Rodimer and scores beside the post.
Yeah, it's just class. Gareth Wood, at the end of the day, he's a class footballer. And as you say, it's unusual. It looks like looks like he's going to play in the 6, but he's wearing the 1 tonight. But he'll get his hands on the ball a lot.
Yeah, you wonder if it has, gone through Wayne Bennett's reckoning to give him a go in the 1. I mean, they've got some quality halves in their lineup. Luke Gale, George Williams at 6 and 7 with Widdop at 1. That could be a dangerous proposition for them.
Yeah, it gives them another option, doesn't it? Because we personally feel they might be a little bit light out on the centres and the wing.
Yep.
But that would be a great option for them. And, mate, the bottom line is, I'll be totally honest with you, Don, the 9 is world class. Josh Hodgson, I have a massive rap on him. He's been sensational, since he's come over, since 2015 with the Canberra Raiders, and he's a world class footballer.
Oh, he is fantastic. He's a fantastic footballer in every sense of the word. I mean, they're blessed with a couple of the best 9s in the world, I think, the English team. So Hodgson and Roby are 2 fantastic 9s. And that'll serve them well with that big forward pack as well as they progress through this World Cup campaign.
Yeah, you mentioned James Roby. Of course, he returns for his 3rd World Cup. Hasn't been in the squad, but brought back in. And you got to remember, there's 18 players from the 24 that played against Samoa in May, and they won that game 30-10, which probably surprised a lot of people, I think. The ease of the victory from the English side.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's with McGilvray who gets the ball from the kick-off and brings it up. He'll be put down about 10 metres out. He gets a little bit of extra metres there working through, and Chris Hill has the next run.
Luke Gale did convert that try, so it's out to 10 points to 0, probably after about 6 minutes on the clock, and it's really the Cass boys really need to stand up in this, otherwise this could be ugly.
Just going back a few plays, that the shot there from Thorin Fido-Kele on Chris Hill was a good one, and I'm sure he'll be bragging about that by the end of the night.
Yeah, I'd just love to see him complete a set. Obviously the English now have had a fair bit of ball, but interesting now. So a nice kick from Gareth Widdop, just looks for touch. Might have gone too big. No, it's been called. Just landed. Gee whiz, it must have been close.
The call from Sutton straight away was outside.
Was there a red line there?
He's called outside. I think Gareth Widdop saying that's a 40-20, but
no, I'm back.
I don't think we're going
to
see
Sutton. I'm back in Sutton with that. We'll have a look at the replay, but I'm
Well, the English blokes have got some banter out there with Jared Sutton, and
how unusual James Graham talking to referees. We've seen it for so long with the Canterbury Bulldogs, of course, and he'll move to St George next year. So interesting times.
Yeah, I think it's a good pickup for the Dragons. James Graham, he's obviously another player getting towards the back end of his career, but you know what you're going to get from James Graham, a very solid footballer.
Nice little sneak out there from Ben Taylor. He tries to go, as I said, this is a 3rd tackle, solidly hit the Cass player there.
It's Tian Wilkins.
Andrew Jeffries
Gillespie Fives just come onto the park, and he's another sizable human. It'll be interesting to see how he handles coming up against blokes that are his size, because he doesn't meet too many of them in the local WA comp.
No, I don't think they'll meet many of the size of this English side. Sam Burgess just hit the player a little bit late, but let the play on.
So getting out of dummy half is Ryan Hall. He's one of the more exciting prospects, and something that a lot of people would looking forward to coming down and seeing Ryan Hall.
Well, he is, as you say, 32 test matches he's played for England. So he is exciting, only at the 29 years of age. And normally I'm used to him with different coloured hair, but Hodgson sneaks out of dummy half.
Yeah, he has gone the blonde a couple of times as Ratchford gets the ball. Ratchford skips across field towards the centre of the park, about 25 metres out from the line. Hodgson, he dummies one way, comes the other, goes to Gale. Goes out to Burgess, and they shift it wide to Hall. Hall for the corner! And Ryan Hall athletically diving. The flag goes up from the touch judge.
I thought Jordan Jacob did a great job then. But I think Sutton might have overruled it. He has.
Jared Sutton's pointed to the spot. Alison Waters, she sort of put a flag up there, and
let's have a look at the replay.
I think he does get it down.
Oh, I tell you what.
Touch and go. But a great effort from Jordan Jacob. Tell you what, there's mismatches in this game. There's not too many bigger than Ryan Hall on Jordan Jacob. I mean, you look at the height of
the height difference, but I think they're about the same width.
So yeah, solid boy, Jordan Jacob. And yeah, did a good job there, but Ryan Hall, he's too much experience. He's a fabulous finisher. He's scores a try in every game that he plays for England, and he's got one here tonight. He's given Luke Gale another difficult assignment from out wide. He went pretty close with his first one, and this one a little wider. So from the same side, let's see if he makes the necessary corrections.
Zach's got a good view. Zach, what about that try?
Yeah, I think the Cass side were a bit unlucky there. Jordan Jacob fired himself like a cannonball into Ryan Hall, and dubious call, but points on the board, and he's lined the kick up. He's made the adjustment.
Oh, that's a great kick
2
from the
points.
sideline. Yeah, and it sees this England side out to a 16-0 lead in the first quarter.
Yeah, so as you say, I mean, they complete their sets and they're going to score points at the end of every set just about. But I thought the Cass boys did a fair job. There was some good defence in there from Ben Bolth and a great effort from Jordan Jacob, but just not able to contend with the class of Ryan Hall.
Need a big defensive set here. Does this Cass team. Big kick. Right back on the line from Ben Taylor. Sees the England side now bring it out.
Chris Hill getting through plenty of work early on. They go the short side.
Making yards, aren't they? A lot of yards.
In behind, I think. Is that Curry out onto the park for England? With that run. And he's an interesting selection for England. A lot of people critical of the fact that he's come into the side. I think he's played 4 or 5 games in the Super League this season, been out injured. But of course, in 2016, he was a lot of people rated him the best second rower in the Super League competition. So he's a quality player.
Yeah, and as you say, uncapped for this English team. So hasn't played a test matches yet. So they're quite happy to shift the ball around. They're not going forward at the moment. This has been a good set from the Cass team defensively.
Good defensive set. They've got through tackle 5. They go to Widdop. Widdop goes to the sky. Underneath it is Rodimer, and he stands his ground. They look to drive him back, but he stays in the field of play 5 metres out from his own line as Wilkins gets in a dummy half. He's a sizable winger, is Tian Wilkins from Victoria.
Yeah, he's, as you say, Jordan Jacobs looking again. We probably need some forwards just to get in there and take a bit of pressure off these backs.
And there's one of them now. Taking the ball forward, there was Brad Gibson. And Paul Jennings backs it up. Good solid shot there from Sam Burgess as they come back to Rodimer from about 30 metres out from his own line. He puts boot to ball. It's taken on the full by Ratchford. Ratchford brings it back. And he's met and put away by Taylor. Also Jacob gets involved. And the kicker, Leon Rodimer. Now Ryan Hall. Well, he's bigger than most front rowers in some of these local competitions. He takes the first hit up as the English side ruck it forward.
Yeah, just a steady set from the English side, as you say, just sneaking into the Cass team. And Sam Burgess hits an edge with Hodgson once again. Combination of theirs is starting to grow. Oh, Jared Sutton.
And Jeremy Edwards just a bit too long in the tackle on that occasion, and the penalty is forthcoming.
The boy from the Palmerston Raiders, Donny.
Yeah, undefeated through the season, the Palmerston Raiders, but then went out in straight sets and didn't make the grand final. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a tough one for the Raiders, but still a pretty good season that they had overall. But when they got to the finals, they just came up a little bit short.
Hodgson again working his magic, looking for runners, just dummies inside, picks up on the outside. They're 5 metres out, the English side. The Cass team looking to build now. It's out the back. Luke Gale's been hit solidly. Gets it away though.
Ratchford gets it across and they go diving in for the line. It's John Bateman that comes up with the error.
Some good defence there by the Cass.
Jerry Koa has come on for the Cass.
let him go. Let him go.
There's Hodgson again out of dummy half. Gale to Burgess. Burgess into space, and there's trouble here as Bateman. Bateman on a good tackle there, Leon Rodimer, and he's lost the ball. So John Bateman, for the second time in a row, has got the ball in a good position and come up with the error.
Yeah, Rodimer did well then. Leon Rodimer did very, very well. Makes up a little bit for that early mistake, which gave Luke Gale an early lead after 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think Jordan Jacob did well there as well, because they certainly had the numbers out here, and he did enough to sort of create a bit of doubt and forced Bateman to go inside and ran straight into Rodimer.
Let's wait for the outcall there.
How's it going down there, Zach?
Yeah, good, Sally. You can definitely notice the speed and the ruck from the England squad is just absolutely superior to the confined affiliated states team. But heads are up down here. They're positive on the bench, and they're all giving it a red-hot crack.
Yeah, as you say, mate, 16-0 to this English side. Fast approaching quarter time, I would have thought.
The Cass boys, they'll look to complete this set and get the ball down the other end, and hopefully get a mistake down the other end of the park. They've had a couple down this end, but they haven't had any real territory so far. As Busby gets out of dummy half, I think the runner had overrun him on that occasion. As they go to Purcell, and Purcell puts in a good kick. He's going to find space, a real good kick down into the McGilvray corner. McGilvray has a job to go back and clean it up. That's a great set from the Cass team there. And a good end to it from Brendan Purcell with a great kick.
And this is the best opportunity for them, just to try and keep the English side here, the Cass team, as they bring it out. They're rucking it out very, very hard and very fast. Just simple rugby, though, from the English side at the moment.
Hold. Go, 3.
As they go across the faces, they look to put a shift on. It goes out to Bateman. Bateman again gets the ball to Ryan Hall, and good defence there. Well, they slip off him, but they slid across well and stayed well with their men there, Ben Taylor and Jordan Jacob.
I know Sam Burgess has got the 8 on his back, but he's playing like a real back rower, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think that's the position he is playing, because his combination with Hodgson so far has been great to watch here.
They keep working towards this side, this Jordan Jacob side of the field.
They probably looked at him and thought he's a little character, but very, very strong Jordan Jacobs. I wouldn't sort of take him on.
No, certainly not. He's built of granite, is Jordan Jacob. As they go across, Tian Wilkins. He's been pretty good, the winger. He's sort of come in and done his part. Again, a flat ball for Fido Kille from Jake Busby.
There's just definitely a difference with the two hookers, isn't it? Jake Busby does like to pass it flat, where Andrew Jeffries likes to sniff and go for the Cass team. So just a different change there. When obviously when the two hookers do switch, and gee whiz, they've got up quick. It's a lot of pressure, but he's done well, Rodimer. Oh no, he hasn't.
Well, it would have been good if he had put it deep down into the corner, but he tried to go for the chip and chase, the Phil Blake. But
coach once told me, Donnie Bell, a coach once told me, never chip inside your own half, and especially when you're only trying to do it 10 metres, that's a risk. England will look to really make the Cass team suffer with this, and it's another short. Oh, it's play on. It's been knocked down.
Delane Edwards got the hand on the ball, had to. Terry Koa comes across in cover to shut down Ratchford. Doesn't shut the tackle down, though. Eventually, Koa in the tackle for a long time, and Sutton, as you say, just allowing things to go a little bit more now. I think he's come to the realisation as they go wide again. It ends up out with Curry to McGilvray, and McGilvray will score the simplest of tries. They've got to play that compressed defence, I think, the Cass team to try and control them. But every time they shift wide, they look likely to score points, and they do on that occasion.
Yeah, they do indeed. And as you say, they're quite confident of doing it. It's just a simple game. They're sucking to the middle, and then as we've been talking about, the two back rowers have been exploiting the Cass team immensely.
They certainly got found out on that occasion.
Takes the score to 20 points to 0. Fast approaching this quarter time, I would have thought. No time out.
No, Joe McDessie is the timekeeper. You can't see Joe McDessie around anywhere to find out how long's left, Zach.
Yeah, I'll go and have a wander, Donnie. I'll let you know.
Righto, mate.
Walking around like a traffic cop down there, Zach is. Look, he's got his arms up.
Wish I put the Fitbit on, Sully. Imagine the steps I would have got today.
What's that word? What's a Fitbit?
There we go.
3 seconds, guys. 3 seconds.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow.
So the conversion, we'll sort it out at quarter
That'll be
time.
quarter time. We'll have a 3-minute break.
We will indeed. Which the score at the moment, 20 points to 0. The English leading the combined affiliated states, who really haven't got into the game. It started within the first ruck from the Cass side trying to come out when a mistake from Leon Rotterman was picked up by Luke Gale. Luke Gale converts again. An unusual style, but he very, very successful at it.
Very effective, and that's quarter time. 22 points to nothing in favour of England over the Cass. Try scorers Ryan Hall, Jermaine McGilvray, Luke Gale, and Elliot Whitehead. And Gale has kicked 3 from 4.
Yeah, he has indeed, and as we're talking about, simple as, I just think, yeah, there's the Cass team maybe a little bit overawed in that first 20 minutes. Really need to get back into the game.
Yeah, I think they sort of started to work their way in, but defensively they're always going to have trouble handling the class of England. They're having a go. I think there's a few blokes that have put on a few good hits, and they'd be happy with that side of things. A couple of good sets. I think I'd like to see Brendan Purcell probably get himself a little bit more involved in the 7. I think when he has got involved, he's done some good things. But yeah, I think we've got a while to go. So 3 quarters still to be played.
Yeah, just interrupt you there. Sorry, Donnie. I'm standing here with Delane Edwards, Cass player, captain. Mate, superior pace, and they're quite quick on the park there. How you finding it out there?
Yeah, blowing. At the moment, we're having trouble putting bodies in front of lead runners, and then sliding off. Their execution is impeccable, and it shows, they're an international side, well drilled by one of the greatest coaches ever. We've still got 60 minutes to go. We've still got an hour to go, and we're still looking forward to it. Everyone's spirits are still high, and we're just trying to compete. We want to look to try and complete a bit more, and do the same thing back. Find more lead runners, find some direction.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of sets you did finish there, and you ended up on the back of a couple of great kicks, and you pinned them down in their half. So, as you say, just marking those lead runners. The ruck work, how you find it around the ruck there?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I mean, we are obviously losing the ruck. We expected to lose it by a bigger margin, though, if that makes sense. But I think we can improve in the rest of the game. I think we've still got room for improvement.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Go and enjoy. Talk to you after the game.
Well done, Zach. Very, very good down there. I must admit, I like Delane's honesty. Blowing, and he looked like he was blowing too. Obviously, he hasn't played a game of footy for a month either. Mind you, they play a little bit of run around, don't they? But this England side, it's amazing what he said, Don. It's just impeccable. Yeah. And it looks like Zachy's going to try and get us an English player as well now, which is great work for our English fans.
Yeah,
down to you, Zach.
As you say, the honesty was fantastic. So blowing, and also the fact that they expected to lose the ruck by a bit more.
Zachy's just trying. He's trying his best. But as we say, there needs to be some improvement in the cast.
Gareth Widdop.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, Gareth, first quarter done there. You guys are pretty dominant there in the ruck. A few things to work on.
Yeah, look, for us it's just about ball control and making sure we're defending well. And yeah, it's pretty warm out here, so the boys are getting a good test out. But if we can just, like I said, complete well and defend well, and move on to the second 20, I hope we can do the same again.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Good luck.
Well done, Zach. Yeah, well, Gareth Widdop did talk about the warmth, and they are sweating it up, and it is warm. The bottom line, it's 7:10 p.m. on a Friday night in Perth, and it's still 24 degrees. So if people in the UK can think about that, they'll go, yes, it is a bit warm.
Let's not touch this, eh?
It's a good blowout, because this time next week, obviously, as we mentioned, this English side will be in Melbourne taking on the Kangaroos.
Yeah, and as you said, you mentioned it a couple of times during the call that it was simple stuff coming out of their own end, and Gareth would have just mentioned there that completions and defending their line, they're the key indicators that Wayne Bennett's looking for. He'll want nil to be on the scoreline at the end of it, and a high completion rate.
Well, as we mentioned, the bottom line is these boys have come from everywhere. The Super League Grand Final was only 2 weeks ago. You've got the Australian contingent, though. I'm pretty sure none of them played finals football this year. So they haven't had a game. Obviously, the Grahams, the Burgesses and the Widdops, the Hodgsons, none of those sides played finals football. So they haven't had a game for a long time themselves. So just to get out there and get their gel going, I think will be big. Anyway, we're about ready. Buckle up. Click, clack, front and back. Let's see what we can get from the Cass team in this second quarter.
So Stefan Ratchford again will get us underway. They'll look to complete this set this time. The ball goes down and it'll be with Paul Jennings to bring it back. He runs hard into the line and he's met solidly by Bateman and also Burgess. And again, they go to Jordan Jacob with the first hit up from the set. Again, I find that strange with the forwards out there that you've got the winger taking the first hit up.
Yeah, well, that's what they've got to do, though. They've got to get in and look. But as you say, they've got to try and... I wouldn't be taking this English side on any more in the middle, Don. I'd be trying to go on an edge, and we need... I really want to see... And I'm going to put the blowtorch on Leon Rottimer in this second half of the Cass team because he needs to really get it. If he's going to get his hands on the ball, execute it better.
And that's fair enough too.
Last tackle. Up, Chris.
So Andrew Jeffries back out there to start the second quarter. It goes to Delane Edwards. He gets the kick downfield. And Ratchford has to do some work, but he gets on his bike and he gets to it on the full and gives the ball off to Jermaine McGilvray, who almost gets through half a hole. And the Cass boys, they try to work him over, but just a little bit too much there from Brad Gibson. He goes back through the middle of the ruck and knocks him over, and Jared Sutton left with no choice but to blow the penalty.
Yeah, well, no choice at all. Bit silly from Gibbo there. There's no need to do it. You're just trying to work your heart. Oh, this might not have gone out. Yes, it has.
I think that was out. I think his foot was on the line when he leapt there, Leon Rottimer. The tap from Bateman. Bateman looking to get away from Edwards and also Taylor, but they combine to put him away. It goes across Gale to James Graham, and Graham slips as he gets to the line. Paul Jennings completing the tackle. They come short side, and Sam Burgess, he's put the ball down. So good defence, and that's exactly what Delane Edwards was talking about, but getting bodies in front of the lead runner, and that's exactly what they did on that occasion, Sully.
They did indeed, Don, and I tell you what, the crowd, Zach, is the crowd filled up down there?
Yeah, absolutely. Full stand down here on the left-hand side, and they absolutely blew up when Delane Edwards put a shot there on Sam Burgess. So very happy with himself. The arms went up.
Well, that's brilliant to know that the crowd has built up, and it'd be nice to get a sort of a you know, obviously where we are situated, where the cameras are, it looks like no one's here.
We
But I
can't
can
see
guarantee you there's a whole length of this stand. And as Zach Spear, who's joined us on the sideline in tonight's game, has told us, it's pretty full.
Jeffrey, they go short side. There was no other option. There was only the one player standing there. So that's the big difference between the teams. Is one team's got options, the other one doesn't. There's your man, Rottimer.
Yeah, well, I want to see him get involved, and I'm not the only one. We've got a couple of texts from a few listeners saying exactly the same thing. So, big, solid run there, and he's met solidly by three Englishmen.
Andrew Jeffrey at dummy half. He goes to Gibson. Gibson out the back to Delane Edwards, and the ball hits the deck.
Knock on there by the Cass team once again. They're trying things. They're trying to hit that edge, Donny, but the execution's just not there at the moment, and that's because of the speed. The line speed.
You saw a bit of the Fremantle connection there getting together, Gibson and Edwards, but then the ball went to the deck when Brendan Taua got involved. So as soon as a player that wasn't part of that Fremantle lineup that won the premiership got involved, he's put the ball down, so not used to playing with each other.
Talking about other trial games, and we are live through the UK, not good news for the Scotland World Cup squad tonight. They were beaten by the country under 23s, 50 points to 14.
50 to 14. I was watching it earlier. It was 14-10 to country under 23s, but they really went on with the job in the second half. That's not good signs for Scotland's campaign.
No, that's well.
We know they've named a team that's a lot weaker than what we saw in the Four Nations when they drew with New Zealand. As we continue here, the ball goes.
Oh, here we go!
And it's Ben Taylor. Ben Taylor in the face.
Go, Taylor!
He won't catch Taylor. Ben Taylor's going to run away and score for the Cass team, and that's a big thrill for Benny Taylor.
Oh, the crowd! Listen to the crowd! Oh! Ben Taylor takes the intercept and runs 80 metres. The big black horse from WA.
The North Beach Sea Eagle, and he was flying. So Stefan Ratchford comes up with the error, and Ben Taylor shows a clean pair of heels. Look at the determination on his face. Gareth Widdop giving chase but couldn't catch him. And Benny Taylor gets Cass on the board early in this second quarter. And you won't be able to wipe the smile off Ben Taylor's face.
What about that, Zach Spear? Did you keep up with him?
I was trying my hardest down here, Sully. You can't see the crowd, but you definitely heard them on that run. They were cheering the dark horse all the way to the try line, Sully.
Well, the big black caviar from the North Beach Sea Eagles. I tell you what, look at him go.
Undefeated in 20 races.
Yeah, he does. He's a big, big, powerful man, and he'll now get his chance to convert his own try. So it takes the England side 22 to the Cass team 4. And I think Wayne Bennett will be disappointed about that. I saw in the last probably 2 or 3 minutes, they were just trying to overplay their hand a little bit too much, the English side. I know they'll try things, but I think what Gareth said at the quarter time break, they preferred to be just playing their sets a little bit better.
Yeah, and it was just an execution error there. And Stefan Ratchford was a little bit out of position. The pass wasn't the best to him, and he's put it down. But yeah, I can't get over the pace of Benny Taylor there. It was a fantastic sight to see.
Exactly, as we say. Here he comes with the conversion now. Is he going to convert? Listen to the crowd.
I'll let you know.
As indeed.
22 points to 6, and well, that's a better looking scoreline.
Well, they're leading the second quarter 6-0.
They
So,
are. Well, that certainly got the crowd involved.
It has indeed. My word, it has. And I'll tell you what, it might just give the Cass boys just a little bit more control. Just slow down a little bit, start to believe in themselves and get into their own game, because they haven't been allowed to get into a rhythm.
No, not at all. And yeah, that's pretty much what you'd expect. As the ball goes down, it'll be Ben Bolt to bring it back. Oh. Well, he steps inside Sammy Burgess, looking to put a shot on him. They come short side with Delane Edwards.
Well, it's definitely the edge that they're trying. The Cass team, the Cass team's right edge has been good all night. Just some little mistakes, but that's where they look to be going, don't they? And it's that Jeffries, Edwards, Gibson, and Taylor. Obviously, it's Taylor's edge as well.
Yeah. Yes, a lot of WA boys on that edge trying to work together. Jeffrey comes up with a little bobble.
Yes, a little bit of a mistake there. Chris Hill done well for the English side. Just made the Cass player just drop it there, and it gives them a great field opportunity now, the England side.
Yeah, seen a bit, Chris. Yep.
40 metres out from their own, well, from the Cass team's try line. Let's see what they can do. They've got to defend well here, the Cass boys.
Yeah, they will. You can see that they're going to try and put something on, you'd think, from the scrum straight away. So Gale, Widdop standing wide of the scrum. Whitehead and Ratchford out there as well. They go to Whitehead. Whitehead looks to step inside the 7 Purcell, but Purcell up to the task.
Another one that's a consistent first grader with the Canberra Raiders, Elliot Whitehead, been pretty unsung. Obviously a difficult season this year with the Raiders after such a good one last year. We talk about that Raiders, obviously Hodgson as well.
Hodgson at dummy half. We haven't seen Roby at all yet. Graham, short ball to O'Loughlin.
Cass boys have done well. Got him on his back. Got O'Loughlin on his back, which slows it down that little bit.
Gale steps. He looks to take the line on, flicks it to Hodgson. Hodgson's skipping across field, gives the ball into Hill. Hill charging towards the try line, but they do well and they pull him up a couple of metres short. They go out the back to Gale. Gale long ball out to Bateman. Bateman gets it to Hall, and Ryan Hall gets his second of the evening.
Jordan Jacobs was left stranded there, 2-on-1. Some poor defence there from the Cass team, to be honest, to leave their winger stranded with 2-on-1, and obviously just a simple ball play, last tackle.
Yeah, late in the tackle count, Bateman summed it up well. Jacob did what he could, but as you said, 2-on-1. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that world-class players like the England Rugby League team are going to convert into points every time.
Oh, my word, my word.
Not quite as spectacular, that Ryan Hall try, as the one earlier. We saw him diving into that corner for his first, but Gareth Widdop's taking over the goal-kicking duties for St George Illawarra Dragon.
It's not a bad replacement.
He's had a good year with the boot. I think last year he was pretty ordinary, but in 2017 he's been very good with the boot.
Oh, he has definitely been class, hasn't he, all year? And on the back of a, St George team that got out of the blocks quick, he's such an important player, this English team coming forward in this World Cup, because let's be honest, what's happened with New Zealand, that no Bromwich, no Proctor, no Tuimolola, it's really opened it up.
Yeah, it's a golden opportunity as Widdop strikes that
Headbutted it over.
beautifully. Wow, what a kick. Never looked like missing.
As we did mention, Widdop is a high quality, world-class goalkeeper as well, and takes his chances very nicely and gets 2 points. It's 28 points to 6 in this second quarter at NIB Stadium here in Perth, WA.
Locked up at 6 in the second quarter. Now Ben Taylor, the Cass try scorer, will get it back underway.
Jared Sutton just talking. It's good actually. He's let the game flow. Jared Sutton has.
He has, and I think he gave a few penalties early in the ruck and then realised that the speed was probably going to be a bit slower from the Cass boys than what he's used to in the NRL, so he sort of let it flow a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, I think the weather probably has a little bit to do with that as well, Donny. Still 24 degrees. I think both teams were blowing at half time.
As England ruck it out through Sean O'Loughlin, their captain, up towards the 40-metre line. Hodgson at dummy half. James Graham on the right. He turns it underneath and up towards the halfway line. So work through late in the tackle count, and it's Hodgson gets out of dummy half and puts the kick down into the corner, and it's Terry Constantinou that'll pick it up inside his in goal. And he brings it back, and he's put away 10 metres out from his own line, so he played that sideways. Jared Sutton saw it too, and you heard the exasperation that he's decided to let it play on, but Constantinou played it completely the wrong way there.
He did, and I also thought Jared was looking at the English team. It looked to be a little bit offside. He just thought, let's just play football, which is good. Oh, a bit of a mistake here once again.
Lack of communication there on that occasion from Cass. Jeremy Edwards sort of overran it, and he threw the pass to no one in the end.
Jordan Jacobs sneaking around the back, looking for a bit of work. Did well to pick it up. Solid defence there. He's been absolutely whacked.
O'Loughlin and Burgess.
Oh, Delane Edwards, a rushed kick.
It's close to the line. Ratchford picks it up right over on this sideline and steps inside Constantinou, and Ratchford into space. Ratchford, they come from everywhere. Dwayne Butler, the late inclusion, comes through and makes the tackle, but ordinary effort there from Terry Constantinou.
As you said, it was a Fremantle sandwich, wasn't it? It was Butler and Gibson.
As they shifted wide now, it's with Curry. Curry looks to stand them up. Used to playing in the back row, but with 3 on his back, playing out in the centres. He's dropped the ball, though, as Curry.
Yeah, a little knock on there. Some good defence there by the Cass team.
A good scramble in the end. It was pretty ordinary from the kick chase, but yeah, good scramble in the end to regroup and then force the error from Ben Curry.
If anything, he just tried to probably get for a quick play the ball. So just a little dribble. How's it down there, Zach? Is it obviously we're still looking at about 23 degrees. The boys look like they're blowing.
Yeah, absolutely. I bought a jacket for absolutely no reason, Sully. There's a bit of sweat coming off both teams, and even the Cass team are feeling this heat. There's still good positivity around the Cass side. They're just trying to work hard, finish their sets. They're working in patches, and they're hoping to be a bit more consistent to see this quarter out.
Oh,
See the line speed there from Hodgson getting up on Ben Bolt, who was hit as he caught the ball. Brad Gibson takes it up towards the 30-metre line. But it's hard work. It's very tough to get up over the advantage line at all as Gillespie Fye takes it forward onto his back on tackle 5.
Been impressed with the work rate of Chris Hill.
Yeah, I have
from
too.
the English team in the ball. He's quite noticeable that kick's okay, but he's quite noticeable to watch because he stands out with his red headgear. But his work rate's been very, very good.
Yeah, I'm wondering what Wayne Bennett's going to do with the front row rotation tonight. I saw Alex Walmsley down on the sideline. I don't know that he's run through the changes all that much. Or it might be a case of making a few changes at half time. And so it might be a 40-minute effort from Chris Hill tonight.
Yeah, well, as you say, just good to have a blowout. I think he'd give them all these players, I reckon, a good run.
Yeah. Yeah, and there hasn't been a lot of changes, I suppose, throughout the course of the game so far, as Jermaine McGilvray bounces away from one. Again, it was Constantinou that missed the tackle. It's an area he's going to have to sharpen up as they come across, and Sam Burgess slips as he gets to the line, and Butler and Edwards coming up with the tackle.
Butler's been good since he's come on his defence. He's worked really, really hard, the 22 for the Cass team. He's turned his back blind there then. Oh, that looked a bit across the face ball as well.
Yeah, he was a very late call-up. Of course, it was the Monday night injury, and it was probably Tuesday, Wednesday that he got the call-up as Gareth Widdop slices straight through, one to beat. He looks inside to Luke Gale and gifts him his second under the sticks.
I tell you what, do yourself a favour and watch this replay, ladies and gentlemen. Watch the first 4 passes of this set. This is worth watching. Quick, concise, running forward. Here we go. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, out the back. And look, Luke Gale just follows up the middle. Says, thank you very much, Luke. Gareth, sorry, I'll take the 4. Great rugby league try.
There's Brendan Purcell there, we saw jam in, that gave Gareth Widdop the space, and he doesn't need an invitation, does he, Gareth Widdop? Slices through and sets up the try for Luke Gale. And he scored a couple of easy ones, Luke Gale. His first one was a gift from Cass, and the second one a gift from Gareth Widdop.
I did speak about at the start of the game what I'm really interested to see how this combination of Gale and Widdop goes. So far, they look to be combining very, very well. Yeah,
no, I know you sort of can only play who's in front of you, but so far they've been very, very good. So Gareth Widdop knocks over the conversion. Makes it 34 points to 6 in favour of England over the combined affiliated states team.
Yes, it does indeed. But, yeah, so England fans, no doubt, looking at Pool A. As I mentioned, Friday, October 27 in Melbourne. They take on the Australian Kangaroos. And then Saturday, November 4th, they take on Lebanon at Allianz Stadium in Sydney, Don. And then, of course, back here, Sunday, November 12, where they'll take on France at NIB Stadium in a double-header with Wales playing Ireland in the earlier game of that afternoon. So looking forward to it. So at this stage, I can really see England probably finishing second in their pool.
They should win two out of those 3. You would expect them to win 2 out of those 3 games. Lebanon have named a strong squad, but England, of course, they're one of the big 3 nations: Australia, England, and New Zealand.
You did mention, obviously, we haven't seen a lot of changes from the England team thus far, but I think we might see mass changes in the second half, because there looks to be down there to me about 10 players warming up, and I don't think we've seen any of them.
Yes, so they're all warming up, getting ready to come on for the second 40.
Another nice little kick there.
Constantinou was willing it to go over the sideline there. He's certainly been targeted since he's come on, Terry Constantinou. He's been heavily involved.
He has indeed. Plenty of noise still down there, Zach.
Yeah, crowd's still going here, Sully. I'd say after the scrum we won't be far off wrapping up the first half, mate. So crowd's loving it. Everyone's excited at the opportunity to see England play down here.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Cass team, no injuries. They look like they're pretty good. Just a couple of boys having a rest.
Yeah, the changes have been coming quick and fast for the Cass team, but they're all down here and they're all looking A-OK.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, we're going to, as you say, not long to this half-time break, and we do see it. What have we got? 34 points to 6. The England side get the Cass team get a penalty. Tries to take a big tap. Jared Sutton said none of that. He doesn't want to do it. I'll tell you what, Zach and Donnie, we've been joined by a bit of rugby league royalty in Jamie Peacock, MBE as well, and an absolute legend. 487 Super League games. Wow, mate. How are you?
I'm all right, yeah, I'm good. I'm enjoying this.
It
How
is
are you?
good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good by England, but I also think the affiliated state sides have had a real dig at it. They've competed well. I think they've maybe a little bit overawed at the start, but they've certainly grown into the game and they're doing themselves credit.
Yes, I agree with that. Well, this half's been 12 points to 6. Well, this quarter, sorry. Obviously, as you jumped out, 22 points to 0. Jamie, the week, obviously, it's a big thing getting all these players from now with so many of the boys playing in the NRL as well, getting them all together and just. It's been a good week. I was talking to James Graham before the game. He said it's been a good week.
Yeah, it has been a really good week. I think what's helped us has been the test against Samoa. You said rightly that 18 players out of the 24 were involved in that game. And those players got a feel for what it's like to come together in Australia and play together. And the week's been great. We've had some good training sessions. The guys get together real quickly because they've been together in that test and then in the Four Nations at the beginning. Last year in 2016. Yeah.
Well, that was one thing, and obviously when Wayne Bennett was announced as coach, and that was the one big thing that he said, I need this side playing against other international rugby league teams, didn't he?
Yeah, and you can see why. You can absolutely see why. I think Samoa was a perfect build-up for us for this game. As daft as it sounds, it's 6 months away from the World Cup when we played. But just to get the guys 12,000 miles away, some of the players have never played in Australia for England before, and I just think the performance the guys put together in that game was outstanding.
Yeah, a big test coming up in the first game of the World Cup against the Australians. Are you looking forward to the challenge?
Yeah, I think the boys are really looking forward to it. I think, as you said, because we've got players who are in the NRL, they've got belief amongst the side that they can compete against Australia. There's a few areas we needed to clean up as a side from the last time we played Australia. And I think if we can do that, we're going to be really competitive against them.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think the big thing is, as I mentioned earlier, Lukey Gale, man of steel in 217. They played at Gareth Widdop, Dally M half of the year. And we all know Sam Burgess, the bottom line is. But it's these new blokes. There's a couple of names, obviously for our fans, also in the UK, but also in Australia. Who to look out for in this World Cup, Jamie?
In the centres, but I think he's outstanding.
Are you there out there, Sally?
He's an outstanding player. I think he's one of them guys who
It's been 6 weeks, since they played, so it's good to just get.
Absolutely enjoy it, mate. Have a good contest.
Thank you.
Have a good.
to win those games. He's a big game player.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we went down, we were talking about some players to watch. I forget where we got to, but anyway.
we tacklers, a bit like Groot out of Guardians of the Galaxy, when you see him running on the ball. But I think if he gets time, he could be a surprise package within this. I think to Luke Gale is man of steel form at the back end of the year, certainly since the new coach came in for St Helens, and he knows what it's about at this level. And just for him, third
with Hodgson, there's a couple of fair hookers.
Yeah, it is. I think we're at a level now with England where perhaps we didn't have when I was playing, where our subs come on, there's no drop in intensity. I don't think that you're going to see that drop within England where the 4 that come on can keep it at the same level as the guys that have been on there. And I think if we can do that, then we'll give ourselves every shot at beating, you know, the likes of New Zealand and Australia and Tonga in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a hell of a group. There's a lot of teams that you've got to worry about now. It's not just the big 3 any longer, is it?
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant for the game. Like the likes of Tamalola has gone back to Tonga and strengthened them. Fafita as well. I think you know what? I think good on you for doing that and getting back with the country that means something close to your heart, and it allows the World Cup. Rugby league, you know, in Australia it's fantastic, but outside the rest of the world we struggle for a little bit of coverage. And the more nations we've got a chance of winning it, the better it's going to look.
Well, it had to happen.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the international game would have been this World Cup and then dead. That's just my opinion, and I'm not afraid to give it. But to me personally, what we're seeing is, as you say, if someone wants to go and honour their heritage, good on them.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I just think as well, we're at the cusp of something exciting, I think, within rugby league, that the lesser nations are strengthening as a country. But look what's happening in Northern America with Toronto, the likes of New York. We've got a World Cup there in 2025. Who knows what the game's going to look like in 8 years' time in 2025? I think it could be something special. I'd be delighted if the game could grow internationally.
Before we let you go, I was going to ask you about the game at home. Obviously, Super League, another wonderful season, and a great grand final a couple of weeks ago. And obviously, we talked about Toronto. What's the feeling? Like the Wolfpacks there?
Yeah, do you know, I think there's a lot in the game really want to see him do well. They want to see him up in Super League. Obviously, you'll get some doubters and some naysayers in there, but generally the vibe about them is positive. They're going to add something extra to the Super League competition if they can get promoted next year back into that. And we had a great grand final as well. Castleford were outstanding all year, but I think the Rhinos' big game experience just showed. But I think Castle will be better for that next year for being in the grand final.
Mate, Old Trafford full is just, isn't it special?
Yeah, do you know what? When you walk out Old Trafford, 72,000 people, and you've been in that tunnel for about 3 or 4 minutes waiting, and that wall of noise it hits you, it's an indescribable feeling. It's a wall of noise. You can physically feel the noise of the fans. So yeah, it's a great showpiece event for it's a wonderful competition in Super League.
Mate, thank you for your time. Obviously, assistant coach with the England team.
Well, I'm the team manager. I'm just in charge.
I'll call you the assistant coach.
Yeah, I'm just in charge of tickets. That's my
Mate,
job.
next week, I think it'll be so exciting in
Yeah.
Melbourne. And I don't know if you've been to Amy, but it's another one. When it's full,
Yeah.
it's a great atmosphere.
I can't wait for it. The lads can't wait for it. I love Melbourne as a city. Been there a few times. Never been to that stadium. I just like new experiences, so I'm myself is looking forward to it.
Mate, thanks for your time. And we'll see
Pleasure.
you back on the
Brilliant.
12th.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that was wonderful, Zach. I don't know if you got to hear a little bit about that. I know he's got his headphone off, actually. Is Zachy on the sideline? There's another cracking English rugby league player there who obviously had NRL experience as well in Dennis Betts. But Jamie Peacock, what a legend of the game, Donny. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's that fabulous opportunity to get to have a bit of a chat with him here tonight, and as you say, so much experience, and big game player as well himself, and just hearing him talk about World Club Challenge games and the number of caps he had for England. He was always a hard man too, so he's certainly been in a few fierce contests.
It looks like this English team is ready to start this second half. They're down there. Interesting to watch. Just Wayne Bennett. We've heard how he is such a good man manager, Don, and he's just talking to his English boys out there. The 17, who's looks like he's going to come on. Oh no, that's James Roby.
So Roby.
Watch to mention. I think we'll mention him plenty of times. And as we said, Jamie Peacock, he probably finished one of the best players in the competition over there in the Super League this year. So, I think the Cass boys are having a crack. So that's the main thing. I'd like to see some changes though, just to mix it up a little bit. Just the combination. Some of the combinations aren't working. So maybe, Rodimer or Terry into the halves, I think, might just work.
Yeah, no, and that's, I suppose, a key point too. So Leon Rodimer came into the squad when Stephen Witters from the Rockingham Sharks picked up that ACL injury. But Rodimer, I think he plays a lot of his game in the halves for the Brothers team in the Northern Territory. He's sort of been slotted into fullback, and maybe Delane Edwards, who's played a lot there for Fremantle this year, could go back to fullback.
Yeah, well, even I think Purcell have a bit of a rest because Delane needs quick ball. That's the bottom line. And he's probably not getting that quick ball because they do, as we mentioned, they do look like they're going to take him on that right edge. So As we said, we're locked up here. It's 34 points to 6 at half time after it was 22-0 to lead, 22-0 in the first quarter to the England side, and a good effort. 12 points to 6 in the second.
12-6 in the second quarter, and if they can keep closing the gap at that rate, then they might win a quarter at some point.
Yeah, well, that's very true. Very, very true. So, should see what happens. We can't be far away. It's a 12-minute break. So, the Cass boys, there's Donny down. Oh, Zach's down there, is he? Donny's up here. Zach's down there. Hello, mate.
Yeah, I'm still down here wandering around, soaking in the sights, Sully. See Wayne Bennett over there giving a halftime pep talk. I wasn't able to jump on board, unfortunately. And
What, he didn't want to talk to you?
no, I couldn't get the inside scoop here.
Does he know who you are?
You tell him you're media, he loves media.
I tried to explain that to him. The eyes I got, I cannot explain the eyes that I saw out of that man.
Mate, I'll tell you what, if you spoke to Wayne Bennett at half time, you probably would have been the first bloke. Mind you, he's shaking hands with the Ball Boys, so good on him. He's having a chat to them. Oh, he's signing isn't that wonderful? He's signing the Ball Boys cap, is Wayne Bennett. We get a picture of that. That would be wonderful. But as Delane said, one of the best coaches in the world. Yeah, and his record speaks for it.
One of the best coaches of all time.
All time.
His record does speak for itself. And yeah, we see a few blokes. It looks like Kevin Brown, who we didn't think was going to play. He's out there at the moment, so he's all jerseyed up.
Here we are on screen now. As was mentioned, Wayne Bennett just is signing the Ball Boys caps. They'll treasure that. They'll absolutely treasure that.
Yeah, that's a memory created for life there.
He looked pretty relaxed, didn't he? He's got the polo shirt and the shorts and the shirt, Had a good chat to him before the game, didn't we, Don?
We did. It was good to have a chat with a great man, and he's pretty relaxed about the whole thing as the Cass boys make their way out onto the park. We've got basically a completely new team for England in this second 40. So James Roby, we mentioned, will come into dummy half. Kevin Brown's out there in the halves. Looks like big Alex Walmsley. I'm really looking forward to seeing him. He's ready to fire. Thomas Burgess onto the park as well will be another one that Australian fans will certainly recognise. Callum Watkins, I think, is another one I'm looking forward to seeing. He's an exciting player with some great footwork.
So Alex Walmsley will be in the 18 jumper viewers. So, as we say, uncapped at the moment, but you got a big rap on him, haven't you, Don?
Yeah, he was the number one metre eater in the Super League competition. He was the second top try scorer for St Helens as a front rower. He's 194 centimetres, 115 kilograms, and he moves well. He moves well for a bloke that size. So look out for him in this second 40.
Here we go. Click, clack, front and back. The Cass team. That was a wonderful second quarter, so they might have a little bit of tail up their win. Excuse the pun as Ben Taylor kicks off.
They'll get a look at Walmsley here straight away.
He's a big unit.
He charges straight back at him over the top of Paul Jennings, who does well to hold on. He holds on for the ride there. It's a roller coaster for him. And then Burgess follows up and have a go at the size that they replace their players with here, England.
Oh, fair dinkum. There's some big boys out there now. Burgess, Walmsley. Holy dooly. I'll tell you what, who has a go is the number 10 from the combined affiliated states from Catherine, Paul Jennings. You got a little story about him, haven't you, Donny?
Well, Paul Jennings, Catherine didn't always have a first grade team, so he used to play in Darwin. So Darwin's 3 hours from Catherine. He used to play for a team in Darwin when he was living in Catherine.
Right.
Just so he could play in the first grade competition.
Good on him.
So
it's obviously done well because he's now living a dream because he's taking on the England Rugby League team. So the Cass team now, they're driven backwards. They've got a long way to go to get up the other end. Interesting to see what happens here. Oh, a little bit of a run from Rodimer.
See Mike McMeekin out there as well, and he's a pretty sizable unit himself.
Yeah, definitely throwing some big boys on in this second half or the third quarter of this game. Andrew Jeffries, quick shift out the back.
Goes to Jennings, that man Jennings we were just talking about. But he swamped as soon as he got the football. And again, a kick from Rodimer from deep inside their own territory. They were lucky to get outside the 20 on that occasion.
They got him a little bit high.
Who was it that got him high? Was it Jeffrey or?
Oh, I think both of them got him pretty high,
Andrew Jeffrey. Leapt up. He needed a step ladder to get up there.
Mark Percival cops one on the chin. It does give England a great opportunity in this third quarter.
Percival's another one that had a great season. 16 tries in the Super League season. We'll see if he can get across the stripe in the second 40 here, and a great chance here for England, as you said, as Roby scheming. Goes out the back to Brown, Brown to Ratchford onto Watkins, Watkins to McGilvray. And they finish that one off pretty comfortably.
Oh, they did indeed, and I think the 14, Terry, sort of was looking. Oh no, it's the 19 actually. It was Tian Wilkins was looking and saying, "Which way do I go? Which way do I go?" Like Fed, he just wasn't sure. He got lost. I would have loved to have seen just commit on that inside shoulder, but what do you do when they're coming at you? You got to at speed as well. But first points.
Make a decision, and unfortunately he didn't, and they pay the price. Jermaine McGilvray scores the try.
Jermaine's second try of the night, so he's done a good job.
Ratchford with the goal kicking duties now, so they're running through the goal kickers.
The other two were pretty handy, Luke Gale and Gareth Widdop. So
only there's one between them. Surely they can't have three of that quality.
Bit of speed at the line there, Zachy, with the ball from the attacking side.
Yeah, it was just the speed again, creating that outside man, and just putting the Cass defenders in two minds there, and and it just finished off. It's just a little bit too easy there.
So they haven't given the goal kickers too many easy ones. And Ratchford, he's got another one from the sideline. His first attempt for the evening. Moves in, strikes it pretty well. And just inside the left-hand upright, the flags go up. So we said they can't possibly have three kickers of that quality, but apparently they do.
Stephen Ratchford just makes us look silly and kicks it takes it out to 40 points to 6. Total score 6-0 in this third quarter to the English side. Ben Taylor once again gets ready to kick off for the combined affiliated states team. As we see multiple changes, we said in the second half from the English side, Don.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to come out with plenty of energy to start this half. It goes down to McGilvray, the try scorer, and he looks inside and he'll take the run himself.
I think the crowd liked that. That was a solid hit.
Damien Paler, good shot.
Was a good shot.
I was impressed with Paler down in Rockingham on Monday as well. I thought he put on a couple of good shots and looked fairly likely.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I was the same with the 11, Brendan Taua down there.
As George Williams gets him on the outside, they rush away now. They look to score the try. Percival, it was to get it inside and end up with George Williams scores the try for England. Just too much class. Williams started it, and he's the man that gets to got it down.
Yeah, as we watch the replay, quick flick out the back, and as you say, he just follows up the inside, goes one way, pushes it out the back, and George Williams is just there waiting for the pass and goes in untouched. Bit of quality, that.
Yeah, Ben Curry involved as well. Yeah. Mark Percival, and the last pass from Percival into Williams. Again, getting on the outside. We see Jordan Jacob gave chase out to Percival. Rodimer did what he could. Dwayne Butler came across, but
yeah, mate, that's it.
Yeah, just too much class.
Yeah, too much class. Zach Spear.
Yeah, so same again from the England squad. They're putting the nail in the coffin here and really finishing off the sets that they're starting. So good positive signs for them leading into this World Cup.
Yeah, and as we said, Zach, just quietly, just before that try, a lot on the edges, isn't it? They seem to be now really working over the combined affiliated states edges on both sides.
Yeah, the Cass team got a couple of good early shots on there, and they try to go again, and the class of Widdop and the halves saw that, spread it to the edge, and just took them on the outside too easy.
That one bounces away off the upright, so they've missed 2 goals, and the 2 they've missed have hit the sticks, so they're pretty high quality.
Yeah, that's been some very, very high quality goal kicking.
That's 44 points to 6 in favour of England over the combined affiliated states team. You see Thorin Budo-Kele make his way onto the park. Paul Jennings getting a well-earned rest. And Ben Taylor to restart. I'm sure he's getting sick of doing that.
He's had plenty of kicks tonight as Ben, after scoring a wonderful intercept try, which was the highlight so far for this big crowd.
Oh, absolutely. They loved it. They loved every minute of the run, the chase from Gareth Widdop, and yeah, having too much pace for a player like Gareth Widdop, I think that's something that he'll hold with him forever.
Oh, Zach, it'd be wonderful if the cameraman that's with you down there could, at three-quarter time, just swing back out the middle and give us a look at the crowd. Give us a look how many people are there. That'd be wonderful.
I'll work some magic for you, Sully. I'll get it done.
That's the man. That's the man. That's why I asked you. Penalty to the English side.
Yeah, Scott Taylor just worked over on the ground by the combined affiliated states team. It comes to Roby, and Roby gets it on to Chris Hyington. So Chris Hyington, an interesting selection for England. An older player who's got another contract with Newcastle for next year.
Yeah, that's right. He was at the Sharks, and as we say, I've spoke to a few people in Sydney. Mate, it's a clever selection as far as I'm concerned from Wayne Bennett, because just of his experience, and he's just going to help a few big yards. Just couldn't get a pass away.
Roby had a dummy half. Roby goes for the line. Paler tries to hold him up and can't. So James Roby, he gets across the stripe, but just a good quick play, the ball from Mike McMeekin. There was Cass players lying all through the ruck there, and Roby's going to take advantage of that every day of the week.
Oh, every day of the week. As you can see, he's looked up and he's seen a number. So I'm going to run at the number because he's got his back the wrong way. James Roby, too experienced, as we said, going into his 3rd World Cup. When we were chatting with Jamie Peacock earlier. Back to Chris Hyington, as you said, he's signed with the Newcastle Knights, but a player, obviously Cronulla Sharks premiership winning player 2 years ago, just so experienced, so experienced, and I think that's what Wayne Bennett. He's played the 4 tests before for England, so I think what Wayne Bennett would have just his experience being valuable for this side.
Yeah, and I think that you'd say the same about a guy like Kevin Brown, 33-year-old, played with five different clubs. Probably not going to be their first string halves, but a bloke that brings a lot of experience. If you do pick up injuries, he's a bloke that's been there before and knows what to do.
Oh, absolutely. Another conversion.
He should kick this one, you'd think. See if we can put the mock on him.
Looking to bring up the 50 points. He's kicked it comfortably.
Yes, never looked like missing.
Conversion successful. Taken score England.
It was always one thing when you go back and I've watched rugby league for a long time, but whenever the English side or the Great Britain side come out, there's never ever problems kicking goals, because obviously soccer's such a big sport in the UK, and that's most of them are brought up kicking a soccer ball, haven't they?
Yeah. They've had some great goal kickers over the years.
Oh my word, they have. Go back, I remember the North Sydney Bears when Johnny Gray first came out. You go back then, you can't remember that, Donny, can you? You're only a wee pup there. Taylor kicks off once again for the Cass team. Deep.
Here comes Walmsley.
Oh,
Brad Gibson.
Wow, Gibbo's been...
Oh, there goes
Zach.
his shoulder.
Zach.
Yeah, heavy contact there. The head's in the complete wrong spot there for Brad Gibson. He's got up a bit gingerly, but he's looking all right. The trainer's talking to him.
The crowd's giving him a bit of a hand there too. Get up, Gibbo.
We'll have a go at this contact from Brad Gibson.
Oh, Gibbo trying to put a shot on the big fella.
He did. Went in to try and put the shot on, and he's come off second best.
And look at the trainer. Roger Stewart is laughing his head off at Gibbo.
Yep, he saw Alex Walmsley coming.
Listen to the crowd. Get away, Casper. I can walk off. Don't hold my head.
we're waiting.
Gibbo's.
Oh, he's not in good shape.
Let your defender get on. Let the replacement.
If you think we're all having a bit of a giggle in the box, Brad Gibson is from the Fremantle Roosters here in WA. He's one of the characters in the competition. Probably one of the toughest players in our competition. And he's tried to put a shot on a big man just then, Don Bell.
He did. And he's, well, the error.
Ben Bolt's
The error
done
from
well.
Burgess.
How unusual.
Yeah, well, he's had hands like feet
Thomas
this
Burgess.
season, but
Oh, unfortunately, Tom's knocked it on, but Ben Bolt's done well in the tackle there. So this will give the Cass team some valuable possession. How's Gibbo down there, Zach Spear?
Just the outside leg up for
Yeah, he's providing a few laughs for the boys on the bench there. Seems to be okay, and the doctor's talking to him now, doing a bit of an assessment.
I can give an assessment from up here. He won't be back on.
that's Losey with the football. And Jeremy Edwards looks to take a hit up. He runs into the 19. That's Scott Taylor. He's another big lump.
Yeah, he's worked hard, Scotty Taylor, since he's come on too. As you say, he's in again. Really, really working this Cass team over, aren't they? Quick play the ball though. Andrew Jeffries looks out the back. Quick shift. Delane Edwards looking.
Constantino,
Taylor.
and then Ben Taylor ends up with the football.
Ben Taylor's been busy for the Cat. When he's got the ball, Don, he hasn't got a lot of ball, has he?
No, he hasn't. He probably hasn't got enough. They haven't got a chance really to shift to those edges as they go to Delane Edwards. He looks to roll it in behind. Ratchford with a job to do and knocked over the dead ball line by Brown. Now that's a good, clever kick from Delane Edwards.
Yeah, Jake Busby did well there. He chased hard the kick from Delane Edwards, so he gets him a repeat set, the Cass team, which we haven't seen all game.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen it so far tonight. A goal line dropout.
Oh, I tell you what, he's done well there. The 21.
Yeah, it's Brown.
As you said, it was a sneaky selection, wasn't it?
Yeah, as I said, 33-year-old, played at 5 Super League clubs, so he's been around the traps a bit and plenty of experience. As Ben Bolt charges back, he picks out the smallest player he can find in Roby.
He's done well there, Benny Bolt, though. He's got the quick play the ball.
The play the ball comes from Busby to Rodimer, out to Koa. And Koa, he'll be put down. About 25 out. Goes to Gillespie Fye. Gillespie Fye is put down. He's 10 out centre field. A good chance for the combined affiliated states team.
Tried to get his hands free, Gillespie, didn't he? Just was wrapped up. Edwards, short ball. Last tackle, good defence. No, last tackle now.
It was Dwayne Butler that's put down. They come the short side again with Edwards. Edwards fires it across to Jordan Jacob, who looks to reach out and can't get there. Alison Waters, her flag goes up. And that'll be a handover.
Not a bad option, though. A little shot to the blind side. I thought that was okay.
Well, why not?
Yeah, why not?
You're here, not here for a haircut, might as well have a crack.
Yeah, and Jordan Jacobs would have looked up and said, Ryan Hall's not there, so I might have a go at him.
So the English side. And you don't give away that 7 tackle set. There's Roby getting it a dummy half. Again, he's scheming, but he's hit solidly on that occasion by Gillespie Fye. There's Jermaine McGilvray. McGilvray gets past Busby. Busby comes again.
Geez, they look like each other, Roby
And
and Hodgson.
2 involved in the tackle. 1 drops off. Busby strips it out, and that is a penalty every day of the week.
They're so similar, Roby and Hodgson.
Yeah.
Aren't they? So similar when you watch them play, and obviously Hodgson's a bit younger than Roby. He's probably a player that he modelled his game on when he was youngster. Because, gee whiz, they're very similar.
As McMeekin takes it forward as England another chance to put points on after the Busby error. Again, Roby goes out to Brown. Brown on to Burgess. Burgess runs into Ben Bolt, and Bolt holds on for dear life.
Roby.
Out to Williams. Williams with the short ball. Back to George Williams, and he gets the quick pass out to Ratchford, and Ratchford puts it down. It's a couple of times we've said that about Stefan Ratchford.
Yeah, I just think once again, just trying to overplay the hand. You
Yeah.
know, it's probably second tackle, wasn't it? Third tackle from the English side there. But to be fair, a great round of applause from the crowd there, because the Cass boys have done well. Created a mistake, just watching the replay now. As we say, they got up quick. Delane Edwards got up quick too and retreated well. So Hyington was the one who kept the ball alive. And,
Yeah, good.
geez, it was definitely on.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a chance there. The second phase play created by Chris Hyington.
Up now.
Again, the pass wasn't the best, but you've got to hold them at this level.
No, that's right. And let's see this Cass team Oh, give a bit of adventure, but he's gone crossfield and got whacked by 3 Englishmen.
Yeah, he won't do that again, Tian Wilkins. Now Jordan Jacob coming in looking for a bit of work. Slips over, tackles himself as he tends to do.
Been busy. Yeah, he does, because he gets low to the ground, doesn't he?
Oh, I think he's sometimes too fast for his own body. He just his legs keep going and his body doesn't.
Been quite willing, though, to have a look. Quick
Offload.
pass there by Busby. Snuck out a dummy half, and big Gillespie Fry takes it up.
Last tackle. Mark is square. Hold. Go. Last.
Needs a big kick here.
Oh,
that's
pass
got- that
goes to
pass
no
has
one
gone
from
nowhere.
Busby. Dwayne Butler gets back and cleans it up. He's got no one with him. He's going to have to take the tackle. Play on. Gets it to Rodimer. Rodimer's going to try and take him on, is he? Leon Rodimer now. He's running out of space and goes into touch.
Well, the Cass team were in more trouble than the early settlers there. As they, yes, a bad pass from dummy half found nobody. And what they needed was a strong kick. And England's defence scattered very, very well, Donny.
Yeah, they certainly did. And another big opportunity for England to post further points.
Look for a teammate.
50 points to 6 at the moment in this third quarter. Oh, he's throwing the dummy, big Burgess. He's just too big a body. Thomas Burgess says, give me a go at that.
Well, the one-on-one attempt there from Terry Constantinou was it was brave. He held on, but he was never going to hold on to Burgess. You have another look at it here. He goes straight through, past Terry Cowell. Terry Constantinou, he was no hope of holding on to big Burgess there, Tom Burgess.
Yeah, he's a big body. It's a big body.
A great effort from the diminutive Victorian. How'd you see that one, Zach?
Yeah, he used the size to his advantage there, and he's got that in spades. Boys, just from the Cass camp too, I have been given word from the doctor down here that Brad Gibson will not be returning, and concussion is too heavy, so he'll be sitting the rest of this game out.
That's a shame.
Are you going to have a run, Zach?
What are you doing on the field?
I did bring my boots, I was just checking it out.
Checking out the cricket pitch there on the side.
I'm pleased it's not an NRL game. It would have hooked him.
He's got the first hit up, I think. I think there's a few Fremantle blokes that would quite enjoy Zach having the first hit up.
Ratchford kicks it, takes it out to 56 points to 6. England leaving. Just a couple of more changes. It can't be long till that third quarter siren, I would have thought, Zach.
Widdop and John Bateman down on the sideline.
Yeah, we'll be lucky to get through this kick, guys. There's 20 seconds left, so I'll be surprised if this kick goes.
See if we do get this kick, we might get one more play. I think Ben Taylor knows it's not too long, and he's taken as much time as he possibly can.
He's quite happy to do that. This quarter, 22-0. Donny, you got that? That's what I've got.
Yes.
34-6 at half time, and it's now, as the siren sounds, 56 to 6.
You see Jermaine McGilvray, he'll just take this tackle, you would think. It's Terry Coa charges through and looks to put a shot on.
And that's it, third quarter, as we just mentioned. 56 points to 6, 22-0 to the England side, and after multiple changes at that halftime break, Don, we've seen England roll along quite nicely.
Yeah, I mean, with the multiple changes, they certainly came out and they looked a much fresher team through the early going, and yeah, they used that to their advantage. The fact that it was basically a fresh 13 out on the park.
We'll go straight down to Zach.
You know where I stay, Sonny, mate? How you finding the conditions?
A bit humid. It's a lot different to England, but you know that's why we're playing this game here, just to test the conditions before we go up to Melbourne next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Big game next week, the opening night for the Rugby League World Cup. But how's preparations been?
Yeah, really good. You know, it's been tough. Back end of the week, there's a lot of sore bodies before this game, but you know we're driving through it, and it's going to be a tough game next week. Australia, outstanding team. So you know, yeah, hoping to go well.
Yeah, nice, mate. Enjoy.
Fantastic, fabulous access there, Jermaine McGilvray. There at three-quarter time. I've only got a 3-minute break, and he sounded like he was blowing a bit there, Jermaine. And yes, it's great that he's given his time, and it looks like Zach's got Paul Jennings now.
Sorry, Paul. Yeah, Paul. Third quarter done and dusted. How you feeling?
Good. I was going to say the boys are sticking in there well, but they've got some big opponents to play against, but yeah, we're enjoying it. It's fun.
Yeah, you guys are mussing up in the middle. You've really found your groove and come into this game after that first quarter. Bit of a stun there. Loss of Bradley Gibson, bit tough there in the middle for you guys.
Yeah, he's a worker in the middle there. He'll be a big miss, but the boys in there, we're trying to stick it to them, so they're doing our best.
Yeah, so I know you guys are relishing the opportunity, mate. So go and enjoy.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, fair enough too. Yeah, as you said, they'll miss Gibbo in the middle there. I think you're probably right.
Yeah, and I mean, that's certainly something that they are going to miss is his work rate through the middle. There's not too many that sort of work harder than him in through any of the state competitions, through Victoria, Northern Territory, Victoria, and Western Australia.
No, very, very true. That's what we were saying about before, weren't we? How much? Yeah. But anyway, we'll move on.
So one quarter left to play, 56 points to 6. And you're not going to expect England to take the foot off the throat at all, and they'll look to really finish this game off in the final quarter. Looks like John Bateman's back out onto the field. Stefan Ratchford making his way off the park, so a few changes there at the three-quarter break made by Coach Wayne Bennett.
Yeah, well, there you go, as you say. They've all had a good blowout, the English boys.
Yeah, no, I think there's certainly a few that would have got a lot out of it. There are a few positions I think that are still up for grabs. In particular, that last bench spot. You look at guys like McMeekin, Scott Taylor, Alex Morley, Chris Hyington. All these blokes sort of in the mix. John Bateman, another one, all sort of in the mix for that 17th spot. That 17 jersey on the bench, I think.
Can they push the Kangaroos, Don?
Well, it's difficult to read too much from this game, but I think you look at the size in their pack, they can match it with them in the pack, and their halves are quality, and they've got guys like Callum Watkins and Ryan Hall that can finish with the best of them.
Yeah, it should be a good game next Friday night, to be fair.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, really am. Well, we're about to kick off, as we mentioned. Ben Taylor from the Cass team will get us underway for the final 20 minutes. And I think the Cass boys, if they can, go well in this last quarter, I think they'll be pretty happy with their work. I know they haven't had a lot of opportunities to put points on, but some solid defence there to start the half.
Well, they really muscle up on Big Walmsley. Terry Coa involved, and Paul Jennings as well, who we just heard from at three-quarter time.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, he was very good. He spoke well. He was puffing, wasn't he?
Well, I thought McGilvray was puffing just as much.
Oh, McGilvray was really looking for some gas. He was. Roby once again sneaks out, short pass to the left side.
That's Bateman who's just come onto the park. They looked for the one-on-one strip there, did Jordan Jacob, but he couldn't reef it from John Bateman's grasp. As they go with George Williams. Look at those feet from George Williams. He gets the ball out, ends up with the 19. That's Taylor. Scott Taylor. He's put down inside the 20 on tackle 5, so we've got an attacking kick to come. They look to Williams. They go out the back of him to Brown. Brown through to Widdop. Widdop rolls it in behind. Tian Wilkins makes an absolute meal of it. It'll eventually be picked up, and Kevin Brown will score. Well, that was a comedy of errors there at the end. Tian Wilkins knocked it on, but then everyone just sort of looked at it, and no one wanted to clean it up.
Yeah, poor old Tian Wilkins. You won't watch the replay of this match, Don. He's had a tough night with some big Englishmen running at him, but that time he just had a little bow peep, knocks it on, and no one dived on the football, but the Englishman was smart enough to do it.
Yeah, we'll see in this last quarter, Gareth Widdop has come back onto the field. He's gone into the fullback role for Stefan Ratchford, so he was involved in that play. I think put the kick through.
No, Gareth Widdop, he'd want to get on the field and just keep having a bit of a run, I would have thought, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Takes it out to 60 points to 6. Kick to come from Widdop. Their kicking's been outstanding all night, this English side. As you say, the ones that missed them just hit the upright.
Yeah. Gareth Widdop, he's kicked 2 from 2 so far tonight. He'll look to make it 3 from 3. 10 in from touch, moves in, strikes it pretty well, and stays straight. 3 from 3 for Gareth Whittam. 62 points to 6 in favour of England. It's been a pretty solid performance.
Oh, very, very solid. And as you say, they'll look in this last 17 minutes to complete the solidness and probably just complete sets and really get in the zone for next week's big clash. Friday night, opening game, World Cup 2017. It's going to be a great 6 weeks.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the World Cup as a whole. I think there's a couple of groups that are really very wide open. The group that Ireland's in, I think there's some cracking games through that group as well. You've termed the pool that England's in the pool of death.
Pool of death. It is the pool of death, the Kiwis, as far as I'm concerned. Kiwis, Samoa, Tonga, Scotland, as we mentioned, got beat tonight, but yeah, maybe they just didn't play. Mind you, New South Wales country under 23s. Yeah.
Well, didn't one of the Pacific Island teams, I'm pretty sure, played a country rugby league under 23s.
Yeah, last week
rolled
Samoa, I think it was, in Wagga. That's correct. And Samoa did beat them. So
well, there's a good kick, and Terry Constantinou, he's on his bike to get across to clean it up, and he does well. He'll bring it back, and he runs into Williams. So again, they're sort of looking for the smaller blokes to run out now, which is pretty smart, I suppose, as Jordan Jacob. He hasn't found any space at all tonight, Jordan Jacob.
He's been willing, though. He hasn't, as you say, he's trying to get to his feet quick now. He's probably a little bit unlucky there. A nice little run around, finds Taylor. Taylor once again needs a quick play of the ball. Busby sneaks out. There's rooms there if he wants to go. Still taking this. You don't take this. Oh, he tries to rip his head off.
Jeremy Edwards there in the headgear as they go across from Rodimer. Goes out the back and it's with Edwards. Kevin Brown, the try scorer, with the tackle. And a drop ball from Leon Rodimer.
Yeah, probably another one that hasn't had a game to remember, Leon Rodimer, to be fair.
No, I don't think he'd be overly wrapped with his performance. He's come up with a couple of drop balls and a couple of sort of low pitch plays as well. We saw a little chip and chase. We saw another play on the last where he decided to run it and ended up over the sideline. So not the best night for Leon. There's Roby again probing. Goes out to George Williams. Williams out the back. George Williams.
Quick chat with him when this game finishes.
Oh, with Wayne Bennett. Right, beautiful. Well, we just saw the replay, and Jordan Jacob, wasn't he happy?
Yeah, why wouldn't he be? And James Roby was the man giving chase from England.
Yeah, but we just did say that Jordan's looked all night. He's been busy. He's been really busy. He's gone in looking for work and just hadn't had that opportunity. We all know how sharp he is and how quick he can run. And yeah, as we mentioned,
he's a fantastic footballer, Jordan Jacob. One of my favourites to watch in the NRL WA competition. And yeah, great to see him get into a little bit of space and show the speed that we get to see sort of week in, week out over here in WA. A great opportunity for him, and yeah, I'm sure the crowd absolutely loved that one. It's great that the two tries that the Cass boys have scored, both long-range efforts that the crowd have really been able to get behind and enjoy.
Yeah, they have indeed, and they've wooled them home. And let's see, Ben Taylor takes this conversion from wide out. Kicked his first one nicely, so he's 1 from 1, and he's had plenty of practice at kicking off. So we'll just see how he goes with this kick. Call it home, Zach.
He's taking a good look. To be fair, I was given a few pointers to the England kickers. I'd say that's why they're running so well tonight. As he moves in, Taylor.
He's kicked that.
Flags go up.
Ho, ho, ho. Locks it up at 6-all in this final quarter.
Well, 62 points to 12. I think if you had given them that scoreline at the start of the game, they probably would have taken it.
Oh, absolutely. Anyway, we haven't seen this very often. England kicking off. Gareth Widdop puts it high in the air.
There's Andrew Jeffrey coming on for Busby. He's done some good things, I think, Busby. They get out of dummy half and a good run there. I think that might be Constantinu picking up good yards. They go short side with Jordan Jacob.
I think both of these hookers have been good for the Cass team. I think Andrew Jeffries and Jake Busby have done some good things when they've come on the field. But what an experience for this Cass team. You know, they're playing against professional athletes and really, really good rugby league. Side here too, because both tries have, as we said, been 80 and 70 metre.
They haven't been tested. Their online defence hasn't really been tested tonight. Rodimer out to Edwards. Edwards steps, gets the ball inside to Jeffrey, flicks it out the back to Rodimer. Rodimer to Paler. Damien Paler with the ball, and they'll be put down 20 metres in from touch, about 10 metres out. Andrew Jeffrey at dummy half. Looks one way, goes the other. Out the back to Jeremy Edwards, but no one else to pass to, and he just has to take the run. So they sort of ran out of troops on that side. Andrew Jeffrey again scheming out of dummy half. Ben Taylor, good right foot step, looking to spin his way over the line, and the English defence holds on. That's tackle 5.
Did well, Taylor, then, and obviously a big body. He doesn't get held up very often. Rodimer, what's he going to do on the last tackle? Little grubber. Percival cleans up well.
Yeah, Percival, the man that made the mistake to put him under pressure, and he cleans that one up well. But Rodimer chases through his own kick, makes the tackle in the in goal, and we'll have a goal line dropout, and the pressure will continue. Good set from the Cass boys. They threw plenty at them.
Well, they did indeed. It was a good set, as you say. Percival did well after his first mistake. Referee's been good. I've enjoyed the one referee. I must admit it's something,
You get that consistency throughout the 80 minutes with one referee. When they sort of swap and change, you get two different interpretations. It makes things difficult. And another penalty, a hand on the football.
A few penalties, the Cass boys in this last quarter.
Alex Walmsley on that occasion sort of knocked the ball out as Gillespie Fye takes the hit up, gets up towards the 20-metre line. So 20 out. Centre field, a full set of 6 up their sleeve. It's with Dwayne Butler. Butler allowed to run a long way, so that vaunted line speed of England has all but disappeared. So they go across the face, and a great face ball ends up with Liso.
Great pass from Delane Edwards there, as we've seen many, many times. He wants his hands on the ball, Edwards, doesn't he?
So they go out the back. It ends up with Rodimer. Rodimer scheming. He bumps away from one, comes across to Williams, gets it out to Taylor. Taylor one-on-one with Bateman, and Bateman makes the tackle comfortably.
Class.
So here's Jeremy Edwards towards the try line. Edwards looking to get the ball down, but can't. Tackle 5 again, and a penalty.
Tried to go too
Second
far.
effort there, I think, from Jeremy Edwards. He just couldn't help himself. He could see the line, he could smell it. He just had to put the ball on it.
He went too far, as you say, and made the mistake. So England get the ball this last quarter, 6-all.
Oh,
and the total score, 62 points to 12 to the English side.
Well, they haven't had the ball for a little while, and a second effort there from Ben Bolt.
just for our English viewers and viewers, it is a balmy evening. It's 8:20 on a Friday evening in WA, and it's still 21 degrees. So if people are wondering why, they might be just starting to slow down a little bit, the English side. It's because it is 21 degrees, and a lot of them wouldn't have felt that for a long time.
Yeah, I suppose some of the Australian boys would be used to it, or the Australian base players, I mean. By that is Walmsley. He's again hit solidly. It's our Thor and Fido Kelly. He comes up with the shot on him. Roby goes out to Williams. Williams short ball to Hyington. Chris Hyington standing again with the arm free.
Good feet from the young fella Hyington then.
The ball out the back. It ends up with Brown. Brown fires it out to Gareth Widdop. Widdop to Watkins, and Watkins will score. Well, I think Gareth Widdop could have scored that one himself. He gives the ball on to Watkins. How'd you see that one, Zach? You had a pretty good view?
Yeah, great play from England, just exposing the edges of the Cass team yet again. Just bad reads and indecisions there from the inside back. So a bit disappointing with the double movement down here for the Cass side. They were mounting some pressure after the back-to-back set. So they were definitely disappointed with that, with a bit of excitement shown there by Edwards.
Yeah, I think that's that defence though from England. I think Wayne Bennett would be quite happy with that, and that they were able to hold them out. And I think the Cass boys did well. They really did sort of throw a few different things at them, gave them a few different looks, and looked likely a couple of times.
Yeah, they did, but as you say, it was probably all, as Zach just said, the double movement turns it around. They take it down, they score on the fifth tackle. You know, that's the quality of how it is, and they did it from some quick scoots out of dummy half. And what they've done all night, really attacked the edges of these Cass side and scored a lot of points. And as we know, Gareth Widdop, who's kicked 3 from 3, I think you mentioned earlier, Don going from 4 from 4, and they've all been wide shots.
Yeah, he hasn't had too many. There hasn't been too many from in front. And he strikes that one just perfect.
Well, one thing these England goal kickers are doing, they're getting a good look at this NIB stadium before they take on France on November 12. So that's another big day for Perth fans, Perth Rugby League fans, a double header when Wales will take on Ireland and then England will take on France in a real European invasion.
Yeah, the Europeans, they're all coming to Western Australia, and it should be a great game, a real event here at NIB Stadium. Hopefully we can pack this stadium out. You see on your screens tonight a lot of empty seats, but I think all of them will be filled for that game.
Well, exactly, and the ground will be open both sides. So I think, as I mentioned, Pool A on next Friday, October 27, England will take on Australia in Melbourne. Their next game is Saturday, November 4th versus Lebanon at Allianz Stadium, the Sydney Footy Stadium, and then, as I mentioned, Sunday, November 12th versus France here in Perth. Not long to go in this game, the England side.
Walmsley with a short ball to Burgess, and Burgess strodes into space. Ben Taylor giving chase. He's not going to get him, and Burgess will get his second.
Big Thomas Burgess.
Well, the pass there from Alex Walmsley there before the line was what put him away. Have a look at this on the replay. Walmsley to the line, short ball, and Burgess straight into space. What about the big right foot step? He's left a divot in the ground there, I think. There's Tom. He stood up the fullback and then had enough pace to get away from Ben Taylor. And we saw how quick Ben Taylor is earlier on in the evening.
Yeah, he looked like he enjoyed that, the big Thomas. Nice to have a run around. He looks like he's a big boy, isn't he? He is a massive man.
Yeah, and that's something we certainly noticed in the second 40 is that they've got plenty of size to come off the bench. You've got James Graham, and it looks like James Graham and Chris Hill will be the starting front rowers, but then you've got guys like Burgess and Walmsley and Taylor that can come on. Gives them plenty of size and impact, and that's going to worry teams at the back end of halves.
It will indeed. Gareth Widdop going from 5 from 5. He would have.
He could have kicked that one with his heel.
One of my favourites, head-butted it over.
That's it.
So I don't think there's any problems, as we mentioned now. This England side out to a 72 points to 12 lead, 18-6 in this third quarter. As you mentioned, the next week, it is a massive game. It's a great way to start the competition too, the World Cup. I think England taking on Australia, and
New Zealand and Tonga as well.
Yeah.
So a couple of really massive games to start the World Cup, really, and really looking forward to quite a few games throughout the tournament that you sort of put a circle around as Burgess goes through again, gets the arm free. George Williams was screaming for it there.
Yeah, once again, Tom Burgess, he's running like a back rower out there. Well, he is a front rower, but he's running like he just wants the football. Oh, it's a nice little grabber. It's played up. Oh, good hands there.
Leon Rodimer. We haven't said that too often tonight. Good hands. He's put a couple down, but picked that one up cleanly. Very, very well done.
Jared Sutton just
we're good.
There's no time out anyway, but just a cop to the face. One of the Cass boys in the number 3.
Losi. He's been quiet, I think, Losi.
No, I think their outside backs have been quite full stopped on.
Yeah.
I think you've had to go looking for the football. You know, that you can't take them on in the middle, and obviously the line speed of this England side have got up quick on the edges and stopped any chances of the Cass centres really getting the opportunity. As we mentioned, Ben Taylor scored an 80-metre intercept try, and then Jordan Jacobs scored a 70-metre just off a drop ball. So, you know, it's been hard yards for the Cass team, but they've had a crack.
You see a nice little outside-inside play there from the Cass boys that in club rugby league and their local competitions probably would have seen them make a break, but you're not going to find a lazy inside defender in the England team, are you?
No, and you'd have to agree with that, Zach, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a couple of plays today where week in, week out, they would have got away with it. But no, they've done a good job here, Cass, to get themselves down the centre of the field and see if they can hold England out.
They're really playing right through to the final. Good pass there, around the corner pass from Watkins, picks up Williams, who's always supporting, and then coming back through the ruck there is Koa. Unfortunate there from Koa. He just kicks it out, and had to give the penalty there, Jared Sutton.
Tom Burgess says, give me another crack, give me another run.
He wants a hat-trick. He doesn't score too many hat-tricks, I don't think.
No, well, actually, that'd be an interesting stat. Out the back, might not. Oh, Jordan Jacobs. Oh, he didn't hit and stick. He's still coming, he's still going. Oh, tell you what.
He's lost it here, Bateman, I think. Just short of the try line. That's just the second time I think John Bateman's been lunging towards the try line and has come up with the error. So he's got very, very, very close on a couple of occasions as John Bateman.
Some tenacity there from Jordan Jacobs, Zach. He looks like he's got a bit of a sore hand over the back.
Yeah, good effort from him there. And, almost was another double movement, and there's the siren.
There is the siren.
Full time siren, 74 points in the 12 in favour of England over the combined affiliated states team. I think the combined affiliated states boys can hold their heads high. So the second quarter is 12 points to 6, and the fourth quarter there, 18 points to 6. So a couple of good quarters.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look at, obviously, as both teams. You know, these boys, the Cass team, just respecting their teammates, and the English boys, no doubt aware with what these boys do for a living, and you know, they're all just, as I said, a lot of them are brickies and tradies, and but yeah, the respect showing's really, really good. And I think the crowd will give them a big round of applause as they come towards the sideline.
Yeah, as well they should. There's a few that have got in tonight. To see the England boys run around, and also to cheer on our boys. So a lot of family and friends and stuff for particularly the locally based players, the 9 Western Australian boys involved tonight.
Here's Zachy Spears going to go and try and find someone. Who's he going to find? Thomas Burgess, he looks like.
He's targeted to Thomas Burgess, and here we go. Just wanted to shake his hand. I think he just asked for his autograph, and you see a few of the boys now swapping jerseys.
Here's Tom.
Yeah, Tom, good hit out there before the World Cup, mate. How'd you feel?
Yeah, mate, it was good. It's good to get going around with the boys, get some shape on, and go through a bit of D there as well. The boys, you know, they ripped in, fair play to them, and they give us a good hit out.
Yeah, absolutely. Your defence was pretty impeccable tonight. There weren't many moments where you did lapse. A few things to work on, but yourself turned it on there in that last quarter with some big runs and a couple of meat pies under the post.
Yeah, mate, I don't usually get a try, so it was good to get 2 actually, but I didn't get one all year, so I've been saving them up for England.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Well, enjoy it, mate.
Cheers, guys.
Brilliant. It's great to see. I haven't seen this for a long, long time. Jumper swapping.
Yeah, well,
Both teams are jumper swapping.
it's something that in the age of sponsorship and all that sort of stuff that we don't see it all that often because of the sponsors get upset. But we get to see it here tonight, so it's I think it's a great thing that something that I used to love from yesteryear.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. Who else we got, Zach?
Yep.
Just looking around, but yeah, well, it's interesting to see a lot of the English boys just want to jumper swap. Here's Ben Taylor, one of the try scorers from the combined
Good, mate,
affiliated
Benny. How's that try, mate?
Oh, up there, one of the greatest experiences of my rugby league career. It was. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You pinned the ears back, mate. There was a smile on your face, I think, before you about 30 metres out from the try line, but a impeccable goal kicking too.
I was pretty lucky on the boot today, actually. I was held nervous in front of the home crowd. I gave it everything I had in that run, and just really appreciate that I made it.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy that jersey. Thanks, Ben.
He looks like a big kid in a lolly shop, Zach. He's so excited.
It's not often you see a bloke that's been beaten 74-12 with a smile like that. Absolutely loving the experience that they've had tonight, and as well they should. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity for these boys.
Who have you got, mate? Sam Burgess? Oh, he's looking just for the cameraman, I think. Yeah, he's definitely got Sam. He's had a shower and he's relaxing, so he's asking nicely. You can see Zach Spear down there on the television screen, and here he is, Sam Burgess.
So, Sammy, good first half for you there, mate. Not new to Perth personally yourself. You've been here a few times with your club side, the Rabbitohs. How's enjoying it? Enjoying the prep?
Yeah, we've loved it. We've spent the week here in Perth. Tonight's a great opportunity for everyone involved. For the boys, it's been great fun and great preparation for us moving forward. So, thoroughly enjoyed our time in Perth, and like I said, I've played here a few times on this turf. It's a great place. So thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, absolutely, mate. So a few things to work on for you and the team heading in. You got a 6-7 day turnaround before the opener against Australia in Melbourne.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, a few things we'd like to tidy up. I mean, a couple of drop balls there in the breakdown, and a couple of boys going for a few tries, a few errors. So we'll have to tidy that up. But overall, it was a good hit out for the guys, and like I said, a good experience for all of us today. I think barbecue now with everyone and relax.
Yeah, that's nice, mate. Enjoy your time and enjoy your campaign for the World Cup.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah, always a great man and a world-class rugby league player, Sam Burgess.
No, you're not wrong there. He's one of the best players in the world. He's one of the most well-known. I don't think there's too many people that don't follow rugby league that don't know who Sam Burgess is.
No, that's right. And as you say, week in, week out, was named Rabbitohs Player of the Year this year. So, we're going to cross. I think Jackie's just trying to line up a few more of the Cass boys. And
got Andrew Jeffrey down there.
Rockingham Sharks, Andrew Jeffrey. So, just repeating the news, if you're still watching in the UK, and 74 points to 12. Victory to the England side in the 4 quarters. A good blowout for the England team, I think, and that's been the general consensus from all their players.
Yeah, we got Zach with Andrew Jeffrey.
Yeah, boys, I'm just there with the hooker for the Cass team, Andrew Jeffries. Andrew, how you feeling?
Pretty tired, mate. It was faster than anything I've done before. I think just physically they're a lot stronger and quicker, and the speed and the crispness of their passes just too good for us. Like, we're just average blokes that are having a crack, but coming up against professional athletes, it's a totally different story. But a good learning curve, and hopefully take a few things out of this and move forward.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Good for your career, and good thing to have in the bank and tell the grandkids the day that you played England, mate. So good work and enjoy it.
Right, thanks, mate. Cheers, England, for the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, well done. And
you've got Josh Hodgson's jersey there, so the number 9 for England, and that'll be a straight to the pool room, I think, that one.
No, I would have thought so. I doubt if we'd see it being worn very often by Andrew Jeffrey. Well, you might wear it a couple of times and then get it all done up. So, yeah, great scenes here at NIB Stadium here in Perth, WA, both teams. Yeah, just getting together. Well, I can't tell which team's which now because they've swapped jumpers and, it's great.
Shirtless. And, it's great for all these blokes, as Andrew Jeffrey pointed out. We're just regular blokes just having a crack. I think that about sums it up. Yeah, we'll run through the try scorers for England. Doubles to Ryan Hall, Jermaine McGillivray and Tom Burgess. Tries to Callum Watkins, a double to Luke Gale as well. Elliot Whitehead grabbed a try, George Williams with a try, James Roby and Kevin Brown all grabbed tries. Plenty of goal kickers. Stefan Ratchford, he kicked 3 from 4. Gareth Widdop with 5 from 5 and 3 from 4 for Luke Gale to make up 74 points for them. For the combined affiliated states, a couple of runaway tries in the first half. We saw Ben Taylor take an intercept and run 90 metres, and then we saw a 70-metre streak-away try from Jordan Jacob in the second half. Ben Taylor kicking both goals for their 12 points. So 74-12 in favour of England.
Yeah, well, as you say, comprehensive, did the job. It's all started early for the England team with a mistake after the first 2 minutes. Lukey Gale scores, and they just got the roll on from there. But I think this team will be. I think they'll be pretty handy in this World Cup coming up, and it's you don't need to be a brain scholar to work that out. But who knows? That first game next week could be the last game in this World Cup in Brisbane come World Cup final time.
Yeah, you're very, very right. I mean, the way things are shaping up, that the game that opens it could be the game that finishes it as well. And I mean, we've got a real treat here in Western Australia. The fact that we get to see England not just here tonight, but we get to see them come back again and take on the French side in that double header.
Yeah, that'll be a great day for us here, and I really do think. And the Wales Island game will be a good game of footy too, I reckon.
Yeah, it should be. I've heard Irish supporters describing the Ireland team as the Tonga from the Northern Hemisphere. They reckon they've picked a really big side, so they reckon they're going to come over and have a big crack. And Wales are always pretty competitive as well.
Yeah, well, they are, and as you say, I just think personally, I think. The Irish team, we get to see them a little bit early too. There's a couple of things on. We're going to mix with them, so I'm looking forward to that. We're nearly done here, I think, Donnie. It's been a great night, and as you say, I'd love to get a crowd figure, but I'm not 100% sure how many we had. But if that bottom stand was full, that's no doubt a good crowd, and we can see the cameramen just going along. There's still a lot of people there shaking hands. And
not too many people have left. And the players, Alex Walmsley there posing for photos, Andrew Jeffrey and Chris Hyington getting a shot there. Dwayne Butler, the photographer.
Yeah, Andrew Jeffries too. he's got the camera wrapped around he's living the dream, isn't he?
Why not? There's Benny Taylor, still the big smile pasted across his face. You're going to have a hard time wiping the smile off his face, I reckon. He'd be very, very happy with that effort, and I think he was very good. I think the Cash boys had a number of good performers out there tonight.
Yeah, they did indeed. No complaints at all. Well, once again, thank you for your time, Ben. Ben, what am I talking about? I'm getting me mixed up now. Zach Spear down there on the sideline. Thanks for your time, mate.
No worries, boys. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Till next time.
Hope you enjoyed the experience. To you, Donnie Bell, thank you very, very much for your time once again.
Never a problem.
Let's hope everybody enjoyed the coverage. Take care and enjoy the World Cup.